I'm going to save you guys a lot of money. I'm going to give you the do not buy list. Why? Because these fragrances have not gotten me compliments, or they were a waste of money because they didn't smell like what I thought they were going to smell like when I got them in the mail. Stay tuned. Welcome to the party.
I was born to be free.
All right, guys, welcome to the page. Welcome to the channel. I'm James from the channel Terribly Tough. Today, I'm going to talk about fragrances that I regret buying. But before we get started, guys, I would love for you guys to like, share, subscribe to the channel. We want recommendations and we want good ones. We want to spend our hard-earned money on things that don't work and don't perform for us. And that's why I'm talking to you today about these fragrances, these 5 fragrances that I regret buying because they didn't really do anything for me. They were a waste of money. They stink. They suck. Don't buy them, okay? Don't buy them. Let's get into that top 5. Now, I'm gonna start off with number 5 on my list, which is my least favorite from the Latafa line, Fursan by Latafa. I regret wearing it, buying it. So basically, if you want a cheap version of buying Baccarat Rouge 540 and you don't want to spend the money, this is like a $20, $15 version. It doesn't last. After 1 hour, it is dead for sure. You're not gonna smell it. It is dead like your last relationship. It doesn't do anything for you. This is not powerful at all. This doesn't get you the type of compliments that you would think from Baccarat Rouge 540 because it doesn't project. This is basically a perfume for a 12-year-old because it doesn't last. It's playful, it's childish. It doesn't give you that oomph of a fragrance, that DNA of a real solid fragrance. You don't get that with this one. Fursan by Latafa. Guys, don't do it. Don't waste them bucks. There's a lot more better fragrances on the market today. Now let's talk about number 4 on my list. This is Soulja Boy Draco. Okay, first of all, it smells good. I'm not saying it doesn't smell good. The problem with this is the manufacturing of the bottle is so cheap. It picks up on every freaking piece of lint. The top is cheap. It's already leaking, and it's been leaking from like month number 2. I don't know if you can see how moist this looks, but it's leaking. Very cheaply made. I don't know if you guys can see that. It doesn't smell super unique. Why? Because they basically try to make a Herba Pura clone, which is not a problem. It does smell good, but it doesn't smell great. Instead of buying this one, buy Herba Gold. Don't even buy Herba Pura because that's okay, but then they perfected it and made it on steroids, and that's why I like Herba Gold. You can get this for 200 bucks, not 250, 200 bucks. 200 bucks, you get Herba Gold, which is such a dominant fragrance. Think about it. They discontinued the fragrance. They went out of business. Why? Because it's not selling. It's a waste of time, waste of taxpayer money. Nobody wants to smell like a cheap Herba Pura, especially when you can get the price of this, you can get a dominant fragrance Herba Gold. You don't want that. There's a reason why it was discontinued, went out of business. It's not selling. It's not dropping panties. It's not getting you anywhere in life. It's taking you 2 steps back, if anything. All right, let's go on to my number 3. Number 3 is crazy, and this is the funny thing about life, is that the community will tell you what smells good. What you may think smells great is not really what the case is. This is an expensive fragrance on the $200 mark by Kajal. This is called Sarif. Bottle is amazingly put. I love the frosted glass. No issue. I love the fragrance. When I bought it, I was jumping up and down because it gives me that Fougere type of vibe. I really, really liked it. What was the issue? Again, the community will speak. The people will tell you what they feel. So I spray a lot of this, about 10 to 15 sprays, go to work, start getting, reactions, about 15 to 20 different people, and they all said the same thing, or most of them lean towards you smell like you're sitting on grandpa's couch. Okay, I guess I can't wear that shit no more. Honestly, when you get those type of compliments, not even compliment, when you get those type of reviews and that feedback, it really sits in your head for a while. You start thinking about it, and you start reacting to it. You're like, yeah, okay, I kind of get that. He gave more reviews, more feedback. Smell like you're on your grandmother's leather couch with the plastic on top. Smells like grandpa cologne. I'm like, really? Shit. And that's the thing. You can love a fragrance, but if everyone else is saying the same thing and they're giving you the same type of feedback, you gotta listen to them. So honestly, I don't even want this old viejo inside my collection. I liked it, but after reviewing it, after seeing what it really does, what it doesn't do, I would not repurchase this fragrance. Let's go on to number 2. Number 2 was released this year for 2025. This is the new Forever Wanted by Azzaro. And remember, I am in love with Azzaro fragrances. But this one, Azzaro Wanted, was a dub. Why? 80 to 100 bucks, I believe I spent. And let me tell you, you get a lot of the benzoin, get that sweetness accord, but you can get the same type of fragrance with Latafa Teriyaki Intense. And that's only like 40 bucks. This was 80, smells exactly identical. It doesn't smell, and you know what? Everyone kept hyping it up. This is the fragrance of the year, 2025. They love it. It's warm, it's spicy, sweet, and I get all that, but it doesn't give me a oomph. It doesn't make me feel like I'm separated from the competition. I don't feel like a regular man. I don't feel powerful. I don't feel like dominant alpha male type of vibes. I just get that sweet, benzoin accord. And honestly, if you wanted to get compliments and you want to get that type of reaction, there was nothing wrong with the EDP. Most Wanted Azzaro EDP is so far greater than this one. This one does not get compliments. This one is a penny blower. You figure it out. You let me know what works. Like, this is perfume mastery at its finest. This is deeper, richer. I feel like they took time and attention into creating this fragrance. This is definitely a masterpiece of a fragrance. I feel like this one is when you're starting to get into the designer world. And remember, this is my most complimented, my favorite designer fragrance of them all, or top 3 without a doubt. But this one, Teriyaki Intense by Latafa will give you the same type of reactions, gets you the same amount of maybe some kind of compliments, but this is not it. I was jumping up and down when I heard that this was coming out. When I compared the two, this is far greater. Don't waste your money. It's not a big deal. This is a big deal. And it's cheaper. Joma Shop, 50 bucks. Let's go on to my number 1. Now, my number 1 fragrance that I regret buying the most, that you should not spend your hard-earned money with, is a fragrance by Versace, released last year. This is called Energy. You want me to break it down, like simplify it? Lemons in a bottle. It's not unique. I thought because it's the sportier version of Creed Aventus that a lot of people prophesized and talked about. I went to the department store. Remember, I'm in the room with everything designer. They're not competing with the niche and they just want something simple, something likable, mass appealing. So when I smelled it, like, yeah, it smells good. I get a little bit of the DNA from the Aventus that everybody talked about, but it's very citrusy. And you know what? This probably will do really well in the summertime. When I got home, and I'm looking at the Clive Christian, and I'm looking at the, Suspiro, Chanel, the Harmonist. I'm like, what am I doing? What am I doing? I'm going back in life. That's the crazy thing. As you get older, you start doing some wild decisions, making some wild decisions in your life. This was one of them. Because I'm, comparing to a lot of other fragrances, I'm like, you know what? What was I thinking? I have so much superior stuff, so many different, like my portfolio is amazing when it comes to fragrances. This one is just lemons in a bottle. Again, if you want something that's more compliments, get the OG. Versace Eros, the mint, the apple. Oh my God, guys, this is the one to get, the EDP. The EDP is better than this Energy. There's no energy here. It's not going to get people crazy soaked. That's my take on it. All right, so that's my top 5 fragrances that I regret purchasing, and I wish I would have got my money back because you know what? Money is hard to come by today, and they didn't get me where I want to be. If you want those fragrances that going to get you to the promised land, let me put you onto it. Ask me, comment down below. I would love to know the compliments that you got or the reactions from people from the fragrances that you regret purchasing. What are the craziest, most negative comments you ever got on a fragrance before? I would love to know that. Thank you for watching as always, guys. This is James from the channel Terribly Tough. I will see you guys in the next one. Later, guys.